Hello and welcome, ladies and gents, back to the channel. We are checking out more of our mate Ken and in the Pillars of the Earth. This is a PS4 game which I'm currently playing on PS5. Part 1 is already in the bag. It's now live on the channel. There is a fresh playlist ready for the game if you guys want to go and check that one out. This is part 2, which will cover at least chapter 2, maybe chapter 3. I'm going to try and do at least a couple of chapters for each part of the playthrough. But craziness hit the last game. And there's a bit of betrayal. It reminds me a little bit of Game of Thrones. There's elements of weirdness, betrayal, sort of vying for power, all that sort of thing in there. Which is very good. Okay, I think we can delete that one now. And reload this one. This should be it. Did this before, you have to like go back to the screen, then reload it.
A few moments later.
There we go. Dead. It looks pretty dead. We don't want to poke it. Don't want to poke the boar. Got a slingshot, current location, shoot forest, got to look for food. Okay. I love the art style of this game. It's really cool. R2's walk faster, yeah, remember that. There's a deer. Feel bad for the deer, man, but this is life back then. Crikey. Yes. Not really one for Christmas, is it? Murdering reindeer.
My name is Jack.
Hi, Jack.
For a long time, it was the only name I had known. I was born and raised in a cave by my mother. We were used to getting by, but that year the winter had been harsh. I was proud to have killed my first deer that day. And while waiting for Mother to help me cure it, I decided to practice my reading.
These are based on books, by the way, guys. Real books. Not sure how true to the books they are.
All France, Charles the Great, has spent 7 long years fighting in Spain. He has conquered the highlands and the plain.
Remember the verse.
The Lord and King of all France, Charles the Great, has spent 7 long years fighting in Spain. He has conquered the highlands and the plain. Before him, not a single fort remains.
Afternoon was approaching fast, and Mother still hadn't returned.
She ain't going back.
So, if I wanted to cure the meat, I had to do it on my own. Else it would all go to waste.
Soon I will know it all by heart.
There he is. Charles the Great, the protector of my town. You're coming with me.
Made by mother. Bookshelf, hearth, logs.
Huh? What's that?
I don't really want to go and find out. Wet twigs.
The fire isn't warm enough. I need some dry wood.
Got you covered. Sounds like a baby.
Good. It's warmer. Mother will be proud. Now, what's that noise?
I'm not liking this. I just got a feeling this isn't going to end well. If it's anything like the first chapter, which started off, or even the prologue, it started off brutally. Baby.
Good. He hasn't seen you.
Who is he?
A whip. That's what he is.
A whip?
That means he's someone bad. I told you about people like him, remember?
Voice acting in this game is great.
Is he a priest?
Almost. He's a monk. Although not an ordinary one. Maybe an official for someone important. I don't like this one bit.
He looks nice though. He's smiling.
Listen, Cub. I am sorry. I know there's so much you want to know about the world out there, but for now, we must stay hidden.
Yep.
And never trust a man of God. Least of all his compassion. You'll either end up in a monastery or at the gallows.
God damn.
Get down.
Easy now, it's just someone little. No need to be afraid.
I'm going to follow him. You go home and wait for me, little cub.
Little cub. Ooh. Why would you take that? Do you know what I mean? What would you... Something was buried here. Did say it's a body. It is a body! Oh my god! What?
Mother?
Oh shit. Was that the person from the first game there? Not the first game, the first chapter. I think it is, because I remember getting the bucket from this pond. This little puddle. Hey, that's the dude, Alfred.
Don't move. We killed a pig thief in Salisbury. We can kill you too. Bloody outlaw. Where's the baby? Did you eat it?
I don't have the baby.
I don't have the baby.
Right.
Does it look like I'm carrying a baby?
What's this?
Give it back.
What do you want with this? You can't read.
Give it back.
Leave the boy be, Alfred.
Hey, there they are.
He took the baby. I saw him take Mother's cloak. He's the only one around. Who
So where's
else
the
would have
baby,
taken
then?
it?
If he's got it, where is it?
Wolves.
Give me my book.
Go on, give it to him.
Yeah, you basinhead.
And now come. If we walk steady, we'll be in Shiring by tomorrow.
It was a monk.
What?
A monk took it.
A monk?
Yes, on a horse.
All familiar
Is
voices.
that true? Where did he go?
He should take us there.
Leave him alone. He's just a boy.
What is your name, boy?
Boy.
Jack.
Do you live in these woods, Jack?
With the
Then you know
beanstalk.
this place better than us. Please. I don't know why I left the child. I thought I couldn't take care of him alone, but I cannot leave him to die either. I have to know if he's all right. Will you help us?
He doesn't want to. Can we go now?
Just give him a moment, dear. We'll be on our way soon.
You
I ain't
will
helping
help
you,
us.
suckers.
And don't try and run, or you'll feel my hammer.
It's a bit sus.
What did he say?
He said
Feel
he's
my
coming
hammer.
with us.
Thank you. You're a
Touch
good
the
lad.
chip.
I owe you.
Feel my hammer. He's such a goon, isn't he? It never ends well in this game, though. I've already discovered that.
For now, I had no choice. The girl was sobbing, while her father remained tense but quiet. The boy kept on pushing me, which confused me greatly. I had never been hated before. If I had any plans of getting away, it would be like hunting deer. I had to stay sharp until the others forgot to be.
Follow the monk's trail.
The monk had crossed a small stream, or he had followed its course north, which would have led him towards the next village. Either way, the tracks ended at a riverbed as evening was fast approaching. The big man looked at me. "Which way, boy?" he asked,
Boy.
but I could only guess.
Follow the river or cross the river? Follow?
The stream led us to a more convenient crossing. Here, one could easily pass without getting drenched in icy water. Suddenly, the boy called out. He had spotted something on the other bank. A set of fresh hoofprints. He laughed triumphantly as our eyes locked.
Admit his success or say nothing. I ain't admitting his
So,
success.
we crossed the river.
That could be anybody.
The boy cheerfully mocking my skills as a tracker.
Do. Keep on walking. What's the bird thing of it? That just widens the map. Okay. I think we've only got one choice, which is to keep on walking. I love these cutscenes. The animation reminds me of Blue Eye Samurai on Netflix.
What is
Highly
it?
recommend you guys watch that if you haven't seen it yet either. Season 2 is already on the cards. I
He got
absolutely
lost.
loved
Did you?
that series.
Papa, I'm tired.
Oh no, papa, Stella à toi.
That's all right. Come on, up on my shoulders you go.
Yeah, and then she's gonna piss down your neck.
No, I'm too heavy.
I'm sorry.
And you're too tired anyway. I will remain steadfast.
You should all get some rest. Alfred, stay here with them while I take a look ahead.
No, don't go.
I won't be far, dear. Besides, you can do me a favour while I'm gone. Have an eye on the lads and make sure they get some sleep, all right?
Lads.
Alright.
All on the lads.
See? You are steadfast. I won't be long.
Just staring at fucker.
You stay where I can see you while my sister rests, and no tricks.
Angry little boy. Wake him up.
Hey,
Huh? What is it? Did you hear something?
Fog is lifting.
the fog is lifting.
I don't like you.
Fuck you. I don't like
Tell
your
me,
haircut.
why do you care about your book so much? You're an animal. You don't even know what it is.
I'm not an animal, I'm a hunter.
I'm not an animal. I'm a hunter.
A hunter? What do you hunt?
Boar, duck, deer.
So you are an outlaw. No one's allowed to hunt deer except for the king.
The king?
Yes, the king of the English. You've never even heard about him, have you? You only know how to rob and how to kill.
Rude. Yes, I can kill.
Yes, I can kill.
So
Hey,
shut
you
up,
see
basically.
that? Over there in the fog. There is something there.
It's a deer, isn't it? A stag?
What is it?
A deer. It broke through the ice and died.
I honestly think he's going to hit me on the head with the hammer.
Children!
He was going to bosh me on the head.
Martha, wake up, dear.
Who's she?
We met in the forest. I'm Jack's mother. Come here, Jack.
Did you find him?
Yes, dear, we did.
The baby is safe. The monk brought it to a small cell not far from here.
But we won't go there now. Ellen offered us shelter for tonight.
I have. Follow me.
Follow me. It's all a bit weird.
If I'd known you lived this close, my Agnes might have been saved.
Don't fool yourself. When a woman is bleeding inside, it either stops or it doesn't. All you can do is keep her warm, and you did that. I'm sorry, but the living must take care of the living.
Valid.
Jack, give the children some soup, will you? Will you be able to get work soon?
Hard to say.
Martha.
People
I
don't
think we should
usually
do
hire
first,
a new
yeah?
master builder in winter. Too cold for
Manners
stone
and all
water.
that.
Sometimes you get lucky, but not this year.
Thank you, Jack.
Some time ago I had work in Exeter. They offered me the post of builder for the Castellan, to keep the walls and defences in shape. It would have kept me busy for the rest of my life. We would have lived like bishops.
What happened?
I refused. All I cared about was working on a cathedral again. I was a fool.
No. It's your
You
dream.
can do better than to build churches.
Well, I worked on one once. That was good work. I won't ramble on now. But if you ask Martha, she'll tell you everything about it.
That's right, I didn't even say thanks. Should have pissed in it. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
You know, a man like you should not beat himself so hard.
Unless it's with his
No.
right hand.
No, there is no excuse for leaving my baby son behind.
Women die in labour. Men abandon their children all the time.
Yeah.
It is rare that they return.
Is that what happened to you and your son?
No. That is an altogether different story. One I haven't even told Jack yet.
Well, maybe you should.
All I can say is, I raised him alone in this cave, outside of town law. Just us and the forest.
How do you get by?
We hunt, we gather. It works well enough for us two to survive. You can thank Jack for the meal, by the way. My little cub caught his first deer today, all by himself.
I'm impressed. Eat well, children. You'll need your strength.
And so do you, Master Builder. Go on, tuck in.
She's getting a bit
I
too
will.
friendly, isn't she?
Thank you. Well, they're asleep now. So, what is it?
I told you that the monk had taken the baby to a small cell nearby.
I lied.
It's true, but I advise you to stay away from there.
What? Why?
Because you abandoned it. That counts as murder.
Then I have to steal him. I have to own up to what I've done. I have to take back my son.
Think for a moment. You have been out of work since summer. A baby needs a lot of care. More than your other children. How will you feed him?
But what am I to do then? Live like you? I don't know a thing about hunting. I'm a mason. Even in a castle I'm more at home than here.
Leave the baby with the monks. He'd be warm and fed. You wouldn't have to carry him while you look for work. And when you do find something, you can come back and fetch him.
I don't know.
Very wise.
Since Agnes died, I don't know anything anymore.
You're a good man, Tom Builder. You're kind and gentle and strong. You will do the right thing. You also don't have to go through this alone, you know. Jack and I will have to leave this place soon. The winter is too cruel and we might not survive if we stayed. We could all travel together.
I don't know. I have my hands full with my children already.
I can help you take care of them. If you promise to teach my son how to get along in the world of men. We may be strangers now, but we would be at each other's side, helping out however we can.
The living must take care of the living.
Yes.
He's here again. Going to see a castle.
That night I dreamed of a strange world. There were small castles, dead deer, and a giant called Tom. In that dream I was happy. I tightly held my mother's hand, watching the kind giant and learning his mysterious ways.
Caught a deer and cured it for dinner. You ran into Tom Builder and his family. You gave Martha soup first. Alfred grew to dislike you. Well, fuck you, Alfred. You are looking forward to finally leaving the forest. That was chapter 2. Quite a short one that time. On to chapter 3. The conspiracy. Paris of Bishop Welleran, whatever that was. Biggood. Bacchus Philip. Ah, okay.
My brother is as stubborn as you are sometimes.
Horses.
But I trust him.
Fuck did I do?
The bishop has to see this letter.
Gotta see it. Gotta see it.
My pony needs to be fed soon. Should I take some?
Yeah.
I will take just a couple.
Some hay over there as well.
My pony should be fed. Do I just take some hay?
Yes. Rob
My
both
pony
of it.
needs to be fed.
Let's feed the pony. Who else is going to feed it? They're not going to let us take the stuff otherwise. Sometimes you just got to do what you have to do.
There you go. You're still hungry, aren't you?
Don't give it the letter treat.
Yeah.
Jeez. Hey, nice. Let's try and get him.
Oh, why must I be so nervous? I trust Francis. He knows about these things.
How can I help you?
Come to see the bishop.
I have come to see the bishop.
Who may I tell the bishop is visiting?
I am the prior of St. John in the Forest.
And what may I tell Bishop Walerin is the reason for your visit? The bishop insists that I ask.
Don't tell him. I ain't telling you shit.
I am afraid I can only tell the bishop himself.
The bishop wishes to know beforehand.
In this case, we will have to make an exception.
Wait here.
Can't do this. What? Do we just wait? Is he coming? It's like waiting for an Amazon Prime delivery. Let's knock again.
Did I not tell you to wait?
Oh.
Come in. The bishop will see you now.
We're a bit impatient. It's all good.
The Right Reverend Bishop Walerin, by God.
Please, sit down.
Thank you, Right Reverend.
Please, call me Walerin. It seems you were a little impatient. But of course, there is nothing wrong with eagerness. Timothy informed me you are the prior of...
St. John in the Forest, Right Reverend.
Then you must be Philip of Gwynedd.
Yes, that is moi.
I'm surprised you know my name.
As bishop, I am the ex officio abbot of Kingsbridge. So, I am bound to take an interest.
Well, God has blessed us in St. John.
I wish God would confer similar blessings on Kingsbridge Priory. Tell me, Prior Philip, what brings you here at such a late hour? Timothy said that you will only tell me.
Got no cause for aid.
Old Bartholomew of Shiring. Do you know him well?
As bishop, I am much involved in politics. Though, of course, the church can never be involved enough. Bartholomew is a stubborn man. He is opposed to any suggestions from me, and I am his bishop.
I heard the same about the Earl of Gloucester.
How do you know of this? Ah, Your brother Francis is working for Earl Robert of Gloucester, is he not? Did he tell you?
No.
Excuse me. No, I heard at a guest house on my way to Kingsbridge. Unfortunately, I rarely see my brother.
You both must be very busy indeed. But why are you bringing up politics? Tell me, Philip, why are you here?
Let's find the document.
Was I wrong to come to you, my bishop? Maybe I should have taken the letter to the Sheriff of Shiring.
Eustace is ungodly, arrogant, grasping and corrupt. So are all sheriffs. Philip, how did you get this letter?
Do not mention Francis.
I found it among Prior James's documents in Kingsbridge.
Yep.
I am staying there for a few days.
Prior James. May he rest in peace. Did he not order everything to be burned?
No.
You know about this?
Sub-Prior Remigius mentioned it once.
Sub-Prior?
I asked them not to burn James's books. The brothers agreed.
Well, and there you found the letter?
Yes.
Timothy, leave us.
I reckon he's involved somehow.
And did you find anything else?
No, just the letter.
He's going to burn it.
The messenger carrying it had an accident and died near Kingsbridge. A war would cost so many lives.
God thunders wondrously with his voice.
He does great things that we cannot comprehend. The Book of Job. But this is not the work of God, but of Earl Bartholomew.
You are truly the man I have heard so much about. I will call on friends of mine. Pray for us that we can put an end to Bartholomew's plan before it is too late. You did a brave thing for our church, Brother Philip. A brave thing indeed.
Don't trust him at all.
You'll go back to Kingsbridge Priory now and forget about the sheriff, won't you?
No.
I will.
And don't speak of this to anyone there.
I shan't.
It's well dodgy. Look at his glaze. He's like, yes, yes. Don't trust him at all. Can't trust anyone in this game. That's why it feels very much like Game of Thrones. It's all conspiracy, vying for power, and all that jazz. Do we just leave now?
Time to leave, old friend.
The cave. Back as Jack.
Did you pack enough food? It will be a while before you get to eat smoked venison again.
Yeah, I took some.
Anyone seen Martha?
She said she had to piss.
All right. I'll go get her.
You're a mason too, right?
Uh-huh.
So, what have you built
she's
so
there.
far? I'm sure
there.
Jack would love to hear about your work.
They're looking for you.
I don't want to leave. It's so dangerous out there. I don't want to get robbed again.
Tom will beat him up. My mother will protect you. I've got a slingshot.
I've got a slingshot.
Maybe you could teach me how to use it.
I will.
Papa usually protects me, but he can't always be around. He needs to take care of himself too.
But more now, I will always be around.
You need to learn to defend yourself.
Yeah.
I want to, but I'm still so small. And I want to stay here where it's safe.
Give her your straw doll.
This knight is Charles the Great. He will protect you.
Ah, that's nice.
Am I his princess?
You are. Together, you are brave and smart, and will never give up.
All right. I have to stay steadfast. Thank you, Jack.
Martha! Where are you?
Come on. We're going on a great quest.
I don't know how Jack's story is going to overlap with the monks.
On our way, I told Martha the names of my
still early
trees.
days.
There was the birch, Jerusalem, and the oaks, Alexandria and Byzantium. When I pointed out Rome, she laughed and named an apple tree Southampton. The farther we walked, the merrier she became, mentioning all the new trees, Winchester, Bath, Salisbury, while I grew quieter and quieter. Finally, we arrived at a large road. This heads towards Shiring, Tom said. The strangest name of them all.
Left the forest.
By noon, we had reached the edge of town. Mother gave us some dry prunes to chew while she argued with Tom whether we should head directly to town or past the palace of the so-called bishop. Tom was hopeful to find work at the palace, but Mother seemed uneasy.
Headed toward town, we went to see the bishop.
Mother seemed happy to head directly into town and avoid the palace. These churchmen are all crooks, she said. But Tom answered with a worried expression on his brow. They might be the only ones willing to hire a mason around here.
Shiring?
Shiring was full of people looking for work. Mother and Tom kept asking around while we rested our feet at the market. Alfred gave me a look as if he wanted to punch me, but I only stared at the buildings, amazed by the straightness of their walls. Finally, Mother called us over. Rumour had it that the Earl of Shiring was hiring all kinds of people. It was then that I heard a man in a robe say, "That voice, it's her. The witch. She was here 10 years ago." But apart from me, no one took notice.
The witch? What do you mean? Very strange. Castle of Earl Bartholomew in Shiring. Don't mind the little storyboard clips as well in between each area. I thought it would annoy me, but the voice acting's really good. Narration fits as well.
You don't know me. You're misjudging whatever it is I did. I'm willing to forgive your mistake if you accept my offer now.
This is all about family honor to you, isn't it? Perhaps I should tell you about my mother. She was a happy person who loved to laugh and tell stories, but father made her miserable. Oh, he's not a bad man, but solemn and strict. She hated him so much she died from it.
Are you saying you don't like me?
You're so self-centered. You never think about anyone else's feelings. You have no refinement and you can barely read. What were you expecting?
Bloody hell.
One day you will see that you are wrong, and then I won't be so forgiving.
Everybody hates each other.
All right. Let's hope it's true and the Earl needs us.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Alfred, keep an eye out. I'll be right back.
I'm starving.
And boys, try to be nicer to each other.
An eye out for what?
Papa wants me to look for things that are broken.
Some people don't know they need a mason until you show them.
Papa could fix their walls or build a house.
One man can build an entire house? I want to see.
Learn what you can, but don't stray too far.
Ugh. Why won't anyone just give me something to eat?
Better do a quick save, just in case. Yes, we shall. Let's teach her how to use the slingshot, shall we?
Watch.
How do you do that?
Like this.
That's nothing fancy. Anyone can do that.
Well, I could watch Jack all day.
Suit yourself.
What?
And another one.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Nice. Yay.
Oh, bounce. Why is she doing some weird noises? Go this way.
I can't believe the Earl allowed his daughter to refuse him. How scandalous.
Well, William Hamley is an idiot. I wouldn't marry him either. She deserves someone better.
Better.
She's a very bright and charming girl.
No, she's an arrogant one, just like her father.
Don't see that. It's not arrogance. It's nobility. You have to be like that if you want people to respect you.
I agree. She will do fine. It's the...
Are you knights?
We are?
Why, you want to be like us?
Like you?
Tell you what, snatch us some food from the keep, and we might train you.
Very good. That should be a valuable first lesson.
Come on,
Food from the keep.
bring us something tasty.
The keep is right up there. You want to become a knight, don't you?
Okay. Whoa.
Watch your step, you little twit.
Oh, he's nice,
Don't
isn't he?
mind him, boy. That's just William Hamley. He was hoping for a princess, but all he got was a boot.
What's he doing? Do you think he forgot something?
His dignity, perhaps?
Look, you strike me as an honest worker, but we have a right who does all the repairs for us.
Then something else, maybe? I heard rumours that there's all kinds of work here.
Well, unfortunately, it's not builders we're looking for. Actually, it's quite the opposite.
I understand. Thank you for your consideration. Walk with me, boy.
Chicken leg. Who's that dude? Should I twat him with the thing? Oh, no way, I got a game over. That was worth it though. Let's talk to this dude.
I'm sorry, boy. The Lady Aliena won't see any visitors today.
Lady Aliena?
Lady Aliena?
A charming young woman. She lives on top of the keep.
Like Rapunzel?
Like a princess?
Yeah.
Well, no. Although, I suppose she would make a splendid queen indeed. For now, she is just the Earl of Shiring's daughter, and quite good at her role, if I may say so.
She really is a princess in the tower.
And farewell to you.
Let's steal that chicken leg. Nice.
So, have you heard about anyone else who might need a mason?
Last summer they were building at the
I
monastery.
found this in the
Shaftesbury,
keep's kitchen.
but they might be
Can you
finished
teach me how to be a knight now?
Shit.
No. Been to Shaftesbury.
Shit.
Already too many masons for too
Can't
little
just
work.
steal from the Earl. We were messing with you, lad.
What
Just
about
messing.
Earl's castle?
Put that
That's
thing
up to
away.
the Earl and
Quick.
his steward
Let's
to
pretend we
decide.
didn't see
I
it.
can't say anything.
I want to be knight. Should you talk with this guy now?
Even a fool can see these buildings need work. If the Earl's not worrying about his stalls and his kitchens, it might be something else.
Such a good game. It's great that you can slingshot people. They refused you?
They refused you.
Oh, just because work rarely falls into one's lap, that doesn't mean there is none. I'll give this place a look over while you tell your mother to be patient.
What are you looking for?
What are you looking for?
Something to convince the Earl that keeping things the way they are won't do for long. Could be something small, like washed out mortar or a loose column. Now, I need to see the hole before I can carve the rock.
Tom needs work. I must keep an eye out for things to repair. Okay.
I'm going to talk to some people. You just keep an eye out. And if you see something I can fix, let me know.
Don't worry, I won't. That looks like a hole. Ah, there's one there. What's this? Sheesh. Looks pretty broken to me. do some repair and abandonments.
What is it, boy? You just want to stand there and stare? All right, then. Let's see what you've got.
I'm gonna stare at mate.
You're good. Could kill a boar with that stare. Pierce it like an arrow. You ever tried that, boy? Stare a boar to death?
No, but I can kill a deer with a rock.
You know what had happened to a boy who claimed he'd killed a deer?
Only the king is allowed to, right?
Aye, or the queen for that matter. Whoever has their arse on the bloody throne end of summer. Used to be that anyone could hunt, but these are proper times now.
Proper times.
Decent and orderly. At least when it comes to butchering deer, that is.
Maybe fighting soon.
Will you be fighting soon?
Why are you asking? All right, let me tell you a secret. Can you keep a secret? What colour is your shite, boy?
Brown.
Mine's grey, like ash. But that's a secret, isn't it?
What?
For my shite's colour is neither your nor anyone else's business. So you'd better keep that to yourself. Got it?
Huh.
What a
What
strange
is
boy.
happening? Dialogue in this game is nuts, but I love it. Just didn't expect it to be as funny as it is. Right, let's go. Go give the chicken leg to what's his name? And he's fixing.
Jack, be careful. Don't get too close.
Do a quick save. Because we're going to give this to the chicken egg. We're basically following the platinum guide as well on this.
Where did you get that?
Just eat it.
Well, all right. Maybe you're not so bad after all.
We needed it for that. That's what we needed. Now we can reload. Still got the chicken leg. Ayy.
There is one.
What?
There is a princess here.
Oh, show me.
Doom, 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 doom. There she is. That dog looks chilled.
My lady,
Yes, Matthew?
there are 2 children downstairs, desperately wanting to see you.
Children?
A rather cheerful little girl, and an annoying boy.
Well, considering that it is my role to tend to my father's guests, I believe I can see them.
Your father let you renounce a wedding. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if you declined this as well.
But a cheerful little girl?
And an annoying boy.
We will get along. You may bring them up.
What's your problem, bro?
Oh, it's you.
Ah.
I noticed you and your parents from my window. What can I do for you?
Say you're beautiful. Yeah?
You're quite shy, aren't you? Would you like something to eat?
But they won't serve food yet.
They do what I tell them.
Okay.
I will have Matthew get you some bread.
Yes, please. Where's your mother?
My mother died.
Aren't you sad?
I was, but that was a long time ago. My brother Richard can't even remember her.
My mother's dead too.
When did she die?
Last week.
Oh.
Last week?
Is that woman with you then?
Is Ma. Say nothing?
That's Ellen. She's Jack's mother.
And where's your father, Jack?
He doesn't have one.
Well, everyone's got a father. Did he die too?
I don't know.
Did he run off? Some men are such beasts.
I'm not saying anything.
Come on, I want to show you something. Have you ever been up this high before?
No. Wow. All the people look so small. Like little mice. You must be up here every day.
I used to, but nowadays I try to hold myself back.
Why?
We are about to make some great enemies. If our first assault fails, they may want to lay siege to our castle, so I will have to get used to staying up here for a long while. I suppose this view will bore me soon enough. Till then, I'm trying to keep it special.
And you're sharing
Must have
it
been
with
cold
us.
as hell. Sleeping
I
in the
don't think
castle
that
back in the
I'll ever
day.
get bored by this.
Come on, let's go back down. Matthew will take you to your parents.
Okay. Princess told me the Earl is expecting an attack.
How did it go?
Oh, she was so pretty.
She was
Don't
so
you agree,
pretty.
Jack?
Right, another quick save. So I think we've got enough now to go in. Get all the jobs for Dude.
Stay sharp, Jack. People are rarely what they seem. See that knight over there? What does he look like to you?
A duck.
He looks like a duck.
Ducks fly away when they don't like you. Maybe he will too. Or he will smash your skull with his club. Just because we are out of the forest, that doesn't mean there are no wolves about.
Very wise. Very wise. I've got a feeling Alfred's gonna kill Jack's mum. Don't know why. I just think their rivalry is just gonna be a main part of all this. Right. Gonna update you now, dude, for all the stuff you need.
The battlements are broken.
I noticed that already. Anything else?
There is a wall without mortar,
If that's true, you have a very keen eye.
and the well is in bad repair.
It is? Very good, Jack. That is one thing the Earl needs to get fixed for sure. Well, that should do for now. Now, stay sharp. Even better, keep an ear out for gossip about the Earl. If we can figure out what kind of man he is, we might learn what's important to him.
I swear that's the guy that does the narration for SAS. Scottish guy, can't remember his name. Still in loads of programs.
Lady Aliena is
Voiceover work.
expecting an attack.
An attack? So the Earl is planning to go to battle. That's very helpful, Jack. You did a very good job, son. Now come along. You deserve to see if it works.
Look, I'd like to give you work, but we don't need you.
I just hope you're not expecting a siege soon.
Why do you say that?
Your defences are in bad repair.
Yep.
Be specific, man.
The mortar in your walls has come away in places. This leaves an opening for a crowbar, and once there's a hole, it's easy to pull the entire wall down.
Anything else?
Yeah, the keep has an undercroft with a wooden door. If I were attacking the keep, I'd go through that door and start a fire in the stores.
Yep.
And if you were the Earl, how would you prevent that?
I'd have a pile of stone ready shaped and a supply of sand and lime for mortar. And a mason standing by ready to block up that doorway in times of danger.
Matthew, may I have a word with you?
He's got a point. Get him on the job.
Well, we have a home. For now. You know, this is all thanks to your son, Ellen.
What did he do?
He did what you were supposed to do.
Ooh.
He kept an eye and an ear out, and finally helped me convince the Earl. Grab your things, everyone, and follow me. It's time we put a roof over our heads.
You ain't gonna let
And
that.
thus Tom Builder had finally found work. Little did we know then that it wouldn't last for long.
Yeesh. He successfully asked Bishop Welleran for help, gave Martha your straw knight to help her be brave. You and your new family reached Earl's Castle, you ignored Alfred's hunger, it seems he will never be on good terms with you. Fuck him, he's a twat anyway. You didn't tell Alenia about Jack's father, you stole a chicken leg for the night, you helped Tom to find work in Earl Castle. Nice. That's chapter 3 done. We're gonna keep going, guys. Maybe do one, maybe two more.
It's good you sent your brother to tell your flock in St. John's about your nomination. If you'd gone yourself, they might not have let you leave again.
There is a good chance I will return to St. John's after the election today.
Why so pessimistic?
Many of the brothers still want Remigius to become prior.
Philip.
Yes?
There was an incident with one of our novices.
What kind of incident?
Remigius caned him. He was bleeding all over.
Whoa.
He could barely walk, but walk he did. We called out for him, but he did not turn around. He never looked back.
That's pretty crazy.
He ran away?
He is not the first. And it wasn't the first time Brother Marcus was punished either.
Brother Marcus?
Yes, he stole my keys and food. You reported him to Remigius.
I did, but he is practically a child.
Remigius really goes too far.
Last year he hit a novice. The poor soul became deaf in one ear.
Tell me, Philip, what will be the first thing that you do when you're elected?
We must not cane our novices.
No, we must not.
Deus caritas est.
I remember that I found words carved into wood in the mill.
What does that mean?
A brother named Thomas wrote them. He wrote about canings as well.
Thomas?
Yes, he left as well, over a year ago.
It was the same as with Brother Marcus.
Remigius.
Yes.
Yes. Kill
I
him.
will talk to
Kill
them
him
about
now.
it, no matter if I'm elected prior or not.
Their haircuts annoy me. I know it's like a religious thing, but they're like a basin head, it's like a chicken egg in the nest.
You cannot go in there. What
It
was
was a
that?
thing back in the day, wasn't it?
Who are these people?
What's happening?
Hey!
They are coming.
Step back. Step back, I said.
What is going on out there?
Soldiers?
Did they start a war again? Those fools.
Philip! It's Francis. They have Francis.
Francis.
Ah. Francis.
What's your name? It would be easier for us all if you just came with us.
What about the child? Is it yours?
Francis.
Like it or not, you'll be coming with us.
What?
We were looking for you.
What are you doing here? And who is... Who is that?
I found him. In the woods.
Hey!
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 We fed him goat's milk in St. John's. Johnny Eightpence did.
Johnny Eightpence.
He says he misses you.
He was always very sentimental.
Hey!
Philip, you must not tell these men my name. My Lord Robert of Gloucester believes me to be in Winchester.
I gave the letter to the bishop. He said he'd help.
May God have mercy on us. I was wrong to send you.
What is it?
These men are with the bishop. He is here.
Oh,
in
shit.
Kingsbridge.
The bishop is here?
Hey, you two. You should listen when you're spoken to. Who are you? And what about the child?
Nothing to do with you,
Did you
chaps.
make it? Did you two do it and make a little baby?
Yeah.
By God, you look so funny. Oh, come on, let me hold him.
A name, or both of your names.
The
Come
child
on, you
is
two.
under my protection.
Oh, is it now?
Good for you, monk. What's your name? And don't pretend you can't talk, because I'm sick of listening to you.
I am Philip. Philip of Gwynedd.
It's him we're looking for, not the other one.
Monks, they all look alike.
We were looking for you.
Me.
Bishop Wailerun wants to see you.
Oh.
We found him. He's here. Tell the bishop.
They found the monk. The bishop. Tell the bishop.
Go on, monk. We'll all keep an eye on you.
You will be safe.
He's expecting you.
Go on, monk.
That's a monk.
This is not going to end well
Tell
at
the
all.
bishop. I thought he would at least be taller than me.
What is going on here, Philip?
The bishop knows he's here.
I
We
don't
told
know.
him. He's expecting you.
The bishop's going to be involved in it. I called it. I reckon it's the church. They all know about what's
Philip.
happening and what's going on. They're trying to
There
control
you
it all.
are.
There
The
he is.
Right Reverend Bishop Wailerun Bygott.
Philip and I are already acquainted.
You were looking for me, my bishop?
I was. Remigius, Philip does look distressed, does he not?
Yes, he does.
Tell me, what is on your mind?
Your egg nest?
Soldiers have invaded the priory.
Invaded? Oh, of course.
Don't
I have
trust him
gotten
at
too
all.
used to the presence of knights and nobles. The work of a bishop. The reason why these men are outside right now is your letter, Philip. As I suspected, it did convince my allies to go against the Earl of Shiring. These allies of mine insisted that their knight should accompany me along with their son, and very soon they will ride against the Earl.
I understand, my bishop.
It's a wrong move.
Philip, I have the feeling that there is a storm rising. Right here, in Kingsbridge. And in the eye of that storm stands one man.
Me.
You. Around you, things begin moving. Don't they, Remigius?
Yes.
But there is one important thing you have kept from me.
There is? My bishop?
You did not mention that you, Philip, were nominated to be Prior of Kingsbridge.
What does that mean?
The brothers here will elect their new prior today, will they not?
The election will take place in a few hours, my bishop.
We need a strong prior. James was my friend, but a strong prior he was not. We are in agreement on these matters, are we not, Remigius?
Of course, Right Reverend. The bishop and I agreed you should have this.
Prior James's rosary. Why have they given me that?
Very well.
Weird.
Now, when your distinguished guests arrive, what will be the subject of your first sermon as the new prior of Kingsbridge?
Pork chops for everybody.
I think what I would talk about is... I beg your forgiveness, but I do not understand.
Most of your brothers agree with me on this matter. Remigius has talked to them. They will vote for you.
As will I. And I will support you in your duties in my role as sub-prior.
A role you have fulfilled wonderfully in the past, Remigius. Wonderfully.
My bishop?
They killed off
Philip
the guy that they
of
didn't like
Gwynedd.
in charge last time, I think.
You will be the new prior of Kingsbridge.
Oh.
In humbleness, I stand before you, most humbled by your trust and humbled by the great tasks ahead of us. We must restore Kingsbridge to do justice to the glory of God and to his mercy. The desperate and the hopeless everywhere shall hear our bells. They shall see our towering cathedral. Our great church will become a guiding light, but first and foremost, through our actions and our faith.
It's all gonna kick off.
Ourselves shall be such a light to the lost, the hurt, and the suffering on their path to God.
The Earl of Shiring is not in attendance, it seems.
He is not. Shameful. He's busy preparing his siege on Winchester.
I trust he does not know we are about to foil his plans, Percy.
Percy?
Answer the bishop, my husband.
No, he does not expect us, not at all. My men are ready.
So is our son.
Excellent.
Our son?
Excellent.
Oh, shit.
There you are. What's the matter?
What happened to my father? Did I have one?
Yes, everyone has a father.
What happened to him?
He died before you were born.
How could he be my father if he died before I was born?
Babies grow from a seed. The seed comes out of a man's prick and is planted in a woman's cunny. Then the seed grows into a baby in her belly, and when it's ready, it comes out.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Is Tom gonna plant a seed in you?
Maybe.
Then you will have a new baby.
A brother for you. Would you like that?
What?
I don't care. Tom's taken you away from me already. A brother wouldn't make a difference.
Nobody will ever take me away from you.
What was my father's name?
Jack, the same as you. They called him Jack Sherberg.
So, if there's another Jack, I can tell people that I'm Jack Jackson.
Jack Jackson.
You can. People don't always call you what you want them to.
Oh, here we
You
go.
can try. What is that?
That is an
Jack,
army.
find the others. Then hide and don't come out till I tell you.
That twat. I hate him. Done. You've become Prior of Kingsbridge. Welleran does as you asked. His allies, the Hamleys, attack Earl's Castle. The thief you reported, Brother Marcus, fled the priory after a severe caning. He got caned. I reckon we'll do one more chapter, guys, in this part. Chapter 5. Just because I want to see what happens on this little siege. The man in the flames. Damn. It's going Game of Thrones now.
Oh, there are at least 200 of them at the river.
Knights again? What colours do they wear?
They are not knights, Philip.
They say they cannot pay.
It is all right, Brother Paul.
I told them that there's a toll.
Who is your leader? Who will speak for you?
No one will speak for us, monk.
We were chased from every village.
They are outlaws.
We are no outlaws.
We come from Earl's Castle.
They killed our men. My child. They killed my child.
My God. We cannot feed you. We barely have enough for ourselves.
We will give them shelter.
We will give them shelter.
Philip, we have not enough room.
We will give you all shelter, all of you.
Yeah, well, dick.
I wish I had more to give.
More? We've given away almost all the food we have. What will these poor people eat tomorrow?
That's a worry for tomorrow.
Before they came here, they fed themselves. They worked. Surely they can do that again.
There are more coming. Word is spreading fast.
What do we do now, Philip?
Give me the rest of the bread.
But...
Here, Philip.
What a legend Philip is. He's the real deal.
Then help to clean out the empty houses and tend to the injured.
You heard our prior, brothers.
Get your ass in gear. Injured people.
It was the Hamleys.
They couldn't get their rotten son married to our young lady.
If there is any justice in the world, the king will punish them.
Children without parents? Oh, geez, gotta give those some.
Children, take some food. Please, take it. You have to eat. Here, I will put it here. Eat when you're hungry.
Dying man with child. Group of refugees. Hungry women and children.
How do we deserve this? Why has God forsaken us?
He has not forsaken you.
But our children are sick. Our husbands were killed.
This is nuts. Oh, I hate it.
Take some bread for your children.
This is not enough.
He has more bread. I saw it.
Please, our children are starving.
Give us bread for our children.
Oh my god.
Earl Bartholomew was a good man. How they humiliated him in front of his children. It was not right.
He will come to help us.
No, woman, they will hang him.
But why? Don't move, Pa.
I can work. I've always worked.
He's done for.
Please
Don't give
let
him
us
the bread.
stay.
What is this, Pa?
Pa.
Your leg has turned all black.
I taught my children how to make baskets and ropes.
This is nuts. Refugees at mill.
Thank you, Prior, for your clemency. I know there's only so much you can do. Oh, thank you. We'll make it last as long as we can. Prior, I was a farmer in Earl's Castle. I could help you here. I can work.
Yep, gonna have to, mate.
God bless you.
Please, give some to those
Give
people
it
over
to
there.
us. We have Why did this happen? What did we do? Our children will die in this cold. Wake
Please,
up, Pa.
let us stay. We can work.
God. That's it. Oh, leave. Oh, leave. You took all my bread. You fucking bunch of ducks.
Philip, we are running out of room.
Well, you leave
Have you done as I told you?
We have cleared out the houses and put up fires. All houses are occupied, and our brothers are treating the sick and injured.
There is still some room in the guest house and in the dormitory. Tomorrow we will open the cathedral. We need all the room we can get.
Prior Philip?
Hey, that's Tom, innit?
Yes?
I am Tom, Master Builder, and I'd like to rebuild your northwest tower.
Dear God, they look even worse than the others. Like they haven't eaten in days.
They just don't stop coming, do they?
I have worked on Salisbury Cathedral. My last employer was the Earl of Shiring himself. I know my craft. If you let your tower collapse, it may tear down parts of the nave. Hire me, and I'll make it strong again.
Do you not see how many there are in need? They need help as much as you do.
They all followed a profession once. They all want to work.
That child? You are raising a child?
My brother found Jonathan in the woods and brought him here. The poor boy would have frozen to death if it hadn't been for God's great mercy.
Jonathan.
Look, I am sorry, but all I can offer you is a place to sleep.
I'll accept. But I'd rather earn it. We didn't come here to beg.
Ask God, then. That wouldn't be begging, it'd be prayer.
You
They're
remember
so
what I
tight,
told
some
you
of them,
about
aren't
the
they?
kindness of monks? Ask God. That wouldn't be begging, it would be prayer.
She hates monks, doesn't she?
Oh, I will pray. I will pray for a thunderbolt to strike the church and level it to the ground.
I wonder if they refused us because of me.
Do they know you?
I used to live close to here, so it is possible.
They would have said something, surely.
Why can't Tom repair their church?
Because these monks want to hold on to their coin as long as they can.
And they can't see that it's about to collapse. If it did, I'd have work for a lifetime. But no, they believe it can all be held together by prayer.
Maybe that monk will change his mind. He seemed nice.
He won't. I could see it in his eyes. He's a stubborn one.
Can I look around a bit?
Yes, but don't stroll too far. Be cautious of those monks. I told you the baby would be safe.
What baby?
Let's give Martha the
Monks may be
slingshot.
whips, but they take care of their own.
Here, it'll make you tough again. Thank you.
You'll grow up to be a monk.
Care like a brother cares. Yeah.
I guess there are worse things than growing up close to God.
There's a door over in there.
I will not change my mind on this matter. We will help them, all of them.
Philip. During the chapter meeting, I realized how much anger is in me.
Do you truly think so, Brother Remigius?
Yes, but that does not mean that you can ignore my rightful doubt. Hey, what are you doing here?
Remigius here is right. This is no place for children.
Now I remember her.
What is it now, Remigius?
This woman. She came with the builder.
Yes?
She is not a refugee.
She's a witch.
What do you mean?
What do you think she is?
She's an outlaw. She's been here in the past. Prior James warned me about her. She is not from Earl's Castle. She's from the forest.
But her husband?
I doubt they are married.
Young man, are you not the builder's son? What's your name?
Jack Builder.
Jack Builder.
See, he is the builder's son. Well, then off you go, Jack.
A strange child. And as suspicious as his mother.
What?
When in doubt, we shall believe in the good of man.
Fornicators, that's what they are. That woman must be expelled from Kingsbridge.
I will let them prove themselves like everyone else.
What's the way to get into the cathedral? It's this way, isn't it? Do.
Oh, I wish someone would just tear that cathedral down so we could start afresh.
That would require a miracle, and I really don't know a thing about them.
I'm so tired.
Come, I'll sing you a lullaby. Actually, it's Jack's favourite.
La 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 la.
A lark caught in a hunter's net sang sweeter then than ever, as if the falling
He's going full on Game of Thrones now.
Might wing and net dissever. At dusk the hunter took his prey.
Creepy.
The lark is freedom never. All birds and men are sure to die, but songs may live
deep
forever.
Very, very deep. Right, we need to nab the candle. A candle. abandoned bird's nest. Do it for Tom, do it for Mother, don't do it.
Ah!
Oh my god.
What?
Uh-oh. I feel like I should save it just at this bit, just in case I die. Oh my god. It's on fire, 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 fire.
So much smoke!
Shit, I need to go.
I can barely breathe.
Get out. Is that symbolic, or is that someone actually there?
There's a breeze coming from the back.
Gonna have to dive. Gonna have to dive.
You! I know you.
Who the hell's that?
It is you! By God and the devil! They sent you back to punish me.
Why are you
I told
talking
them
about?
we must repent for what we did to you. To all of them. For my sins. Cast me into the lake of fire.
Oh my god. Some bad stuff has happened at that priory. Francis.
My dear brother, only 2 days have passed since you left our priory. Much has happened in these 2 days. Many desperate men, women, and children have found refuge here.
Francis is not responsible.
The Earl of Shiring was arrested. His castle taken by my bishop's allies. The people that we shelter were driven from that castle. Francis, I know this was not your fault, but I, myself, cannot but feel responsible for their fate.
Tell Francis about the baby.
Milius and Cuthbert have taken it upon themselves to feed the baby. They called it Jonathan, the gift of God. Johnny Eightpence was right. He loves goat milk. The gift of God. And yet someone gave up on him. I will not give up on him, or on anyone else. Not on us either, brother. Even if the hope for
connected
my
as well.
own redemption is as small and frail as Jonathan is. I pray that this letter finds you in good health. In consideration of my own, I ask that you not talk about our parents again. One must let these things rest. I have made my peace and won't hear any more of it. I heard from you that only 3 in Earl Robert's employ can read. One of them is my brother. Your brother, Philip.
Just gonna look out the window and be like, what does it smell like smoky bacon out here?
No, no, no! Get out of there!
What? What is that?
By God! Save yourselves! The saint! We must save the saint! Fire! The whole roof is in flames!
My God!
Don't go in there! Adolphus! The saint! We must save him! No! No! Don't go!
What a mess. Oh shit, it's all on fire. So sorry.
While the monks and refugees cleaned up, I kept hidden. I hadn't expected that a magnificent building like this could so utterly collapse. That the ignorant little boy that I had been could so easily turn it back into a pile of dirty stones.
Jeez.
I knew then that I had done something wrong.
Something
and
wrong?
no one could ever find out.
Prior Philip, I had the site cleared. It should be safe now.
Good work. Thank you, Master Builder. This concludes a very long night, then.
Many people left already. They asked me to thank you for your kindness. They're sorry for what happened.
Well, they should thank God for his mercy. No one got hurt, no one died. 45 monks and 11 novices, all accounted for. No one's missing.
No one?
Milius and Cuthbert even saved our saint from the crypt.
Do you know what caused this?
God's punishment. It was the devil's work.
It's God's punishment.
Or maybe not. Oh, no one got hurt. The books were saved. Even the bones of your saint were unharmed. Maybe this happened for a reason.
True.
What do you mean?
Here. Let me show you something. I want you to look through the loop on top.
A staff.
Tell me, what do you see?
Dawn.
I see dawn.
Right. Prior, I am deeply sorry about what happened to your church, but you must remain steadfast.
And stare at the sunrise?
Rebuild it.
No, you're only seeing the sunrise because you're facing east, straight east, like a church. Now, I know you have no money, and that helping people is more important, but we could start right here. Take the stones we've got, and the people who want to help.
So, what is it I am looking at, Tom Builder?
It's the aisle of your new cathedral.
Yeah, nice.
I see it. I see now.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Another chapter done. You were in favour of taking the refugees in. You didn't mean to burn the cathedral. You inspired Philip to rebuild Kingsbridge Cathedral. That is chapter 5 done. Just going to start chapter 6 and then we'll save it there, because I think it's just this one and one more chapter after, and then we're done, guys. That's book 1 in the bag.
A few weeks later, I received an invitation from Bishop
as part of the
Waleran.
playthrough.
In Winchester, we and Waleran's allies were to meet King Stephen himself. The bishop seemed assured that because we had helped the king, Stephen would support us in return. And that with his help, we would be able to rebuild Kingsbridge Cathedral.
Yes.
Percy Hamley.
Bishop Waleran. Good morning. Ali! It's them! Over there! The Hamleys!
Again, thank you for your assistance in Kingsbridge, my son.
We have to thank you. Without you, we wouldn't be here today. Right, Mother?
Of course. Well, don't just stand there. Walk out with me, but very calmly. We can't let them see us.
Oh, children, pardon me.
Now we're only missing one more.
Here he is.
Good morning.
Bishop Henry, this is my prior.
Philip of Gwynedd, Prior of Kingsbridge, my Lord Bishop.
You won't have to say much today, Philip.
Leave the talking to us.
No, leave the talking to me. King Stephen is
Know
my
your
brother,
place.
after all. Let us make haste. My brother is an early riser.
That's what she said. Chapter 6. The Hamleys. This is going to be like the Lannisters chapter. Do you know
We
what I
must
mean?
make haste. I want to go hunting in the New Forest. England is full of game. No comparison to Normandy. This country's still wild.
Wild.
This is Waleran Bygod, the Bishop of Kingsbridge.
Waleran, I remember you. We've met before.
Have we?
And Percy Hamley.
My king.
He brought Bartholomew to justice. And it's not the first time he's helped me. He has Norman blood in him. We should hunt together someday.
Indeed, sire.
Bartholomew, on the other hand, will not leave the jail alive.
What?
Percy Hamley did not do it without help, my lord. It was I who told him of the plot against you.
And now you come to be rewarded as well. I see.
My brother, the Cathedral of Kingsbridge has burnt down. Waleran asks for a reward, not for himself. He asks for our church.
Could have told, just chilled.
I take it your church cannot afford to rebuild that cathedral, Henry. Neither can the crown.
I, or rather Bishop Waleran, had an idea. You could give the Earl of Shiring's lands to the Bishop of Kingsbridge to finance the rebuilding of the cathedral.
I like the idea. But Percy and his men were the ones who took Earl's Castle, not Bishop Waleran. Right, Percy?
Yes, my king.
He knows the area, and he will be a loyal Earl, will you not?
Of course, my king.
You ought to give thanks to God first. God made you king.
Don't go on like that, Henry. Don't do that. You know what happens when you do that.
You get a kick in the dick.
It was a long way to this throne. A long way.
Yes, my brother.
Goodbye, my brother.
Now I will hunt.
My Lord King, I thank you for being willing to reconsider the future of the Shiring Earldom.
When shall we hear your decision?
Tomorrow. Bring my bow. Tell the men we hunt.
A madness.
Philip, Wayland and I have much to discuss.
All right. But what can I do to help?
Well, my brother asked me to get a confession from the traitor Bartholomew. A confession would be helpful against those who believe Bartholomew's arrest was unjust, and it may help us to convince my brother to forget all about his promise to Percy Hamley.
So the confession by Follett may help us. Okay. I think we've got to save anyway, but I'm just going to do another manual one. Nice. So, that is us done for this part, ladies and gents. The game is really interesting. It reminds me so much of Broken Sword, and also there's elements of Game of Thrones and old school medieval tales in there. There's fantasy, there's mystery, it's kind of like a whodunit as well, and there's loads of drama. So I'm absolutely loving the game. It's not something I normally go for, but again, I'm a huge fan of Broken Sword and those sorts of series of point and click adventures. Discworld I used to really enjoy on PS1, so this is one I think I'm going to keep enjoying. So we've nearly done book 1, guys. In the next part, it'll probably be after Christmas now, we'll work on the final chapter or 2 of book 1 and we'll move into book 2. Apparently there's 3 books, correct me if I'm wrong. We'll just have a quick look. Yep, 8 to 14, then we got 15 to 21. There's 3 books, so we're pretty much done book 1. Then we'll move into book 2, but I'm just going to keep plowing through these because I absolutely love the playthrough, and I hope you guys do as well. If I don't see or hear from any of you before then, I hope you have an amazing Christmas, Happy New Year as well. Thank you so much for checking me out, guys. I hope to see you again in the next one. Be festive, be merry, and have a great time. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.